Hello everybody, welcome to a very special edition of What's Good in the Hood. Today marks a important milestone for me because I made a promise to myself when I was a punter back in the day that I was going to be the 35-year-old man who still regularly rode a skateboard. Now, back then I still had aspirations to be some kind of professional and or sponsored type individual, but times change, and I'm still very thankful that I can ride despite all the injury and insanity that life brings. So I kind of held off announcing the competition because I wanted to reach this day so that I could punch it all out when it meant the most to me. So, without further ado, I would like to finally announce Session the City in its entirety. I'm not going to go through it like as thoroughly as the slides describe, but I wanted to introduce the competition and make sure everybody knows where to find the information and the deadlines and all that good stuff. So I want to start by saying that I love the session community. I love this game. I love skateboarding, and the reason why we're putting together a little kind of hopefully monthly style competition like this is that we're hoping to encourage people to play, and we want to give back a little bit if you do end up hitting the hardcore style. We've decided to add two separate distinctions: the Pro contest, which will be the 0% grind align with the fixed settings, which I'll discuss shortly, and then an amateur division, which doesn't have a cash prize, but it will have the opportunity for people who just want to play however they play to submit what they have come up with on these spots, because I know not everybody wants to play it on hard mode, but I still would love to see what people bring to the table, and maybe they'll want to eventually move into 0% grind align and try to compete for a little bit of cash, which would be super awesome. And yeah, I'm trying to open it up for everybody so that we can all have fun, because I love this game and I don't want anybody to not be included, because it's a big family and everybody plays different. So I'm gonna go over the rules a little bit here. For the amateur contest, like I mentioned, I don't mind however you play, however you want to do it. Auto catch, um, whatever settings you choose to make the tricks look the way they look. And yeah, if you just want to show off everything the way the pro settings are done, that would be rad, so that I can get an idea of what you're doing, because that's kind of the whole point of this, is just to see how everybody plays. And yeah, so for the pro settings, I wanted to make sure that people understood there's what I like to call fixed or hard settings, and variable or soft settings. I'll refer to them probably either or, because that's how my brain works. So for the fixed settings, I'll just start with that. I've got a little slide here that I've got a Discord where you'll be able to easily find this information, and it'll be on this What's Good in the Hood if you wanted to pause it or whatever on YouTube. But a little infograph that'll show all the exact fixed settings, because I didn't 100% nail it on this. I was a little tired last night, but basically I want to see 0% grind align, full release, manual catch, the advanced settings, the Caspers on hard or advanced, I believe is what it's called. Yep. Unique pop height, all that stuff, because I believe it gives an authentic skateboarding feel. And with the variable settings, it's where you get to kind of define your style. So I'm hoping that this contest allows people to kind of tweak things to make it work for them, so they can do what fancy tricks they want to pull off and have fun on the spots that I love to skate. You know what I mean? So I've got this little infograph here for the fixed settings, so you can see kind of in the menu where all that stuff is found. I'm sure anybody who's familiar with the game enough to play it on hard mode would know, but it's there for anybody who's interested. And the variable settings, basically anything without a fixed and anything that's in the advanced menu, I leave up to people. I've never messed around with like gravity and such like that, but fly at her, make her look how you want to do it. I just really care about the 0% because it gives that like that I don't know, that like chef's kiss to the style of a trick, no matter what you do with the soft settings. So I understand, and I wanted to mention that it's pretty easy with the format to like change your settings and then show, oh look, this is what it looks like. But there are a few cues when you're on 0%. Oh, Spargo, my man, thank you for showing up. How she goes? But yeah, just quick, I'll finish this. Yeah, like it's not meant to be a foolproof system where I'm certain that people aren't cheating or anything. It's mostly just to get an idea of like what soft settings people use, because I expect the hard settings are going to be fixed. So yeah, right on. Just a quick digression here. I want to say to Spargo, I did a really quick rip through and checked out the ManiPad. That thing is, I'm gonna skate it in a little bit here when I'm done rambling about the competition. But yeah, no, looking good, man. Very stoked, very excited, and I spent a bit more time in the mini ramp, and it's really fun. I like how you also did the other side to match. That was key. But yeah. Okay, digression over. So that being said, I'm gonna go over the format really quickly. It's broken into, fuck yeah, they are. But yeah, it's broken into 3 parts. It's got the line section, which I've got videos I'll show shortly here that break it into what tricks I want done on what obstacles. And then there'll be the DIY section, which will be using exclusively items from around the city, and I'm going to arrange them in ways that I enjoyed doing, because I pretty much skated that city to death other than the new spots they've added, which I'll admit I've been too busy playing Mount Valley University by Spargo there to actually explore the new shit, but I'll get there. I'll get there. But yeah, so it's all kind of based around the idea of looking at the city, building a nice DIY spot, and then pulling off some cool shit. And then the final spot is going to be a free spot where I'm hoping people kind of use the DIY dropper or city objects or whatever that's kind of found within that area and come up with something creative and show me like what cool shit that your brain comes up with, because I love the object dropper. I love the fact that they put that in there and that you can add shit to the spot to make it either more fun or actually skatable, and that's a really fucking rad feature. So I'm super stoked on that one. So that's kind of where this all comes from. So I'm just gonna take a quick rip over to the browser here and just show off basically how I'd like the submissions. And this is the line spot for the May competition. And yeah, I just want people to kind of quickly go through their settings, show what's up, and then you can kind of get an idea of what you're doing. Then run the trick or the clip. And this is a classic spot, so that's kind of why I chose it. It's one of my favorite warm-up spots, and I think everybody starts here. They did a really good job of making sure that that one was really fun right next to the shop. So yeah, and then I wanted to go and show off the DIY spot here. And on this one, you guys don't have to show that you're building the spot. I just want to see the trick. This is just an example for people to get an idea of how to build it, like where the objects come from, what the finished product will look like. And then again, same thing as the last one, just show off your soft settings and your hard settings, and then roll the trick. And for this month's competition, I chose my absolute favorite spot. I don't know how many hours I've spent skating this area, so I'm really stoked to see what people do here. And like the video shows, you don't have to manual if you don't want to. There's so many different things you can do there, but it's definitely, it's a fun little spot that can be a pain in the ass to session, and I would just love to see people shred it. So, and then this one is the free spot for this. It says coming May 2022 because I didn't change that, kind of forgot, but here we are. And like it says in the video, the example object is just there to show, like, do something cool with this. So down at the water gap here, I'm really curious to see what people have done or could do. And it's just the water gap. You don't have to do anything fancy in or out or like beyond it, you know what I mean? You can, because I think that's rad, but that's not necessary. So yeah, those are the spots. The videos are up in the playlist under Session the City on our YouTube channel if you wanted to kind of analyze them, but it's all in the Chatham Towers map and the skate shop, so it's pretty easy to find, and I chose that because it was definitely one of my favorite places to skate. So I'm gonna go back to the old slideshow here. So how to enter. I have it on the slide here. It'll pop up hopefully on the screen soon. Yep, rad. And I need you to send an email with an anonymous submission. I'd like to keep it anonymous. This is all modeled after kind of Session League ideals, and he suggested, rightfully so, that things be kept anonymous because I think that's a smart way to go about things, so it can kind of add a little mystery to things at the end. And yeah, so if you can keep your clips unlisted or private until the day of judging, and I've got it, I'll show in the next slide how I'd like them named, but you can send them to WiGGzTV at outlook.com, and with this title, because then it'll send it to an email folder for us where we can easily find and distinguish between pro and am submissions. So that'll be up on the Discord in the how to enter section, so if you needed to double check things. But the clips I would like named a specific way so that it's easy for my brain to organize everything and we can keep track of everything. So that should come up shortly on the screen here. And I'm not seeing it. Oh, did I freeze over on Twitch? Let's have a look. I seem to be having issues with Twitch, and it's a touch frustrating. Yeah, there we go. That looks better. We're working. So if you could name your clips as such, keep them unlisted or private until the day of judging, because we're not going to watch them. We're going to just run it live in whatever order they're submitted and kind of hope for the best on this first one. This is a bit of a pilot, but we're hoping that it gives us an idea moving forward. But ideally, if it's organized like this, it'll work easily for my brain and we can keep it all together. The contest is officially open as of today, May 2nd, 2022, and the submission deadlines will be for the end of the month, May 31st, because I want to give people lots of time to mess around, and there's lots of other like spot competitions and other things happening, so this can consume time if you want to try to build the things with the editor unless you're really good. So I wanted to give people lots of time, and then as the game is being released, it works well so that people have time to practice with the new patches and get used to the game, and I myself have time to practice with the patches and such. So when the next competition runs the following month, you're not pressured to, oh my god, it's a new patch, it's a new game, and because things do feel and act a bit differently. So I wanted to make sure that people had some time to mess around with that, and then I want to try to build a bit of a ranking system, but we'll see how successful this one goes. So today it opens, the end of the month, May 31st, it closes, and then on June 5th we'll run the stream, judge it live, and yeah, see how it goes. I mean, never really done anything like this, so we're hoping for the best. This is an example of the email format, in case anybody is kind of curious what I'm looking for. Again, that'll be up in the Discord under the how to enter section, and there should be links on the link tree. Should send you there if I did it properly. We'll find out. The judging is going to be based on 3 important factors, which I'll talk about a little bit later, but most importantly, I really want to see that manuals don't touch, and that if you're doing hippie flips or something cool like that, that like feet and body part don't pass through the rails, or like there's times where like, a bit of shit can go into a wall or whatever, like if it looks kind of like it makes sense, or like the trick is just so fucking hard that inevitably it's gonna happen no matter what you try and do, because I do understand that can be the case because the game hasn't fully worked that out yet. But ideally we're trying to make the shit look clean and like feel and look like skateboarding, so that's kind of how we'll be judging it based on my experiences with the game and skateboarding life. So you can check this out on the Discord and give it a read through if you're interested. The point system that we'll be using is based on realism, filming, and accuracy to the DIY spots, and like if you found the actual locations, and it'll be out of 10, and it's broken down here: 5 for realism, 3 for filming, and 2 for accuracy. And when we judge, we're gonna try to do our best to be clear about how that all comes across, because I'm not very good at filming, so I didn't weight it terribly well, because I can't, like, how do I judge something I'm not super great at? But as long as it looks good and shows that like your arm and leg and shit aren't going through walls, and that the manuals don't touch, and I think that's pretty much what matters to me. So if you can add your flair, because there's some people who are fucking killers at that, by all means, that'll increase the score for sure. But more or less, that's how we're gonna do it. Each trick in the line will have its own merit, because I feel like after watching Street League for my whole life, that seeing these dudes bust their ass on these fucking gnarly lines and get like scored out of 9 or 10, it's like insane. They're doing fucking bangers one after another, and each trick isn't really weighted properly. And I feel like if competitions that had a line section actually weighted each trick with power, or at least made it worth more points, people would want to do lines more. I don't know. I think it's bullshit. So, and I think Shane O'Neill agrees with me. There's a really funny interview where he was basically calling Street League out for more or less like forcing people to do a line that nobody's going to get super creative or throw out any hammers on because it means fucking nothing. So, anyways, rant over. Yeah, we want the lines to matter. So each trick, it'll be 3 tricks per line, and they'll all have weight out of 10. So I think that'll be fairly self-explanatory when we get into it. But yeah, and I've thrown in a couple of slides that just talk about the judges, which will be Mama Wiggs and I, and kind of our experience if anybody was interested, just so they get an idea of who we are and why we love skateboarding and why we're doing this. And that can also be found on the Discord. And I have a little disclaimer here, and I know it's a bit of a read, but I really wanted people to understand that judging skateboarding is subjective. I've been watching skateboard competitions for 20 plus years, and oftentimes I get a little annoyed with just how little value judges seem to have for certain things, like, in real life, like flip tricks downstairs. They just don't give a fuck. I'm like, buddy just did a hard flip down this massive set and you gave him like a 6. Like, that shit is insane. Anyways, so I get that skateboarding is kind of like in the eye of the beholder, and that's, not everybody is going to agree with the decisions we make and whatever, but this is just for fun. I just love skateboarding, and she loves skateboarding, and we just want people to come and have a good time and just have some incentive to shred, have a good idea as to like what this game has to offer, with the DIY object dropper and the city objects being movable in a lot of cases. I think it's just an amazing and fun way to allow people to live out their fantasies, because I know that's what I do when I play the game. I'm not skateboarding, I'm living out my fantasies. So I have a bit of a disclaimer here that goes over how I feel about like realism, and how, like Thiago Lemos does the switchback tail on the Makba ledge, and he does it like 16 feet, and that thing's like up to his waist while he's standing on a skateboard that's like nipple high. This thing is massive, and he hits it switch. It's actually fucking insane. Like, people were all like tripped out about him winning the skater or the trick of the year that year, and I'm like, holy fuck, like that's actually legitimately fucking insane. So, and then you've got guys like Bob Burnquist and like the mega ramp riders, Danny Wade, those guys who are doing like actually mind-blowing shit, and the kids nowadays that have taken that and stepped it up to the next level, right? Or Roddy Mullen, he was doing primo slides, Casper slides, Darkslides before people even could really understand what a fucking kickflip was. So skateboarding is very diverse, and it's huge, and it's vast, and I really want people to understand that, like, when I'm watching these things, as long as it looks like something that could maybe be done in real life or has some merit in skateboarding, then it's got a degree of realism, because that's what skateboarding is. You can dream it up. You can dream up a fucking mega ramp and build it and helicopter drop, or you can go into an empty parking lot and create magic. Like, there's so many things you can do with skateboarding, and Session really captures that. And so realism is tough to define. So if you're looking for a bit of a rant on that, I've got one there for you. And same with the filming. Like I mentioned earlier, I kind of don't like I do put weight on it because it can really change how involved you are with a trick or with a spot. And I think that's important. And some people really are very talented with that. And I've learned a lot from just watching their clips and watching some tutorial videos and stuff. I don't have the eye for it like they do. They're like, "Oh, this is just how you do it," and I'm like, "Oh yeah, oh, yeah." How do you see that? Like, what does your brain see to create this shit? That's wild. So that's really cool. So we wanted to give it some weight, but I can't say that I'm a good judge of that. So mostly what matters to me is that you show that manuals don't touch, that shit don't go through walls, and you know, that'll get you at least 2 points, I would imagine. And then the rest is, does that shit look fucking amazing? Awesome. We'll give that weight, you know what I mean? And again, a little bit of a rant about accuracy of the spot, and a little rant about PayPal, because it's Canadian money and that doesn't translate well to, American or European, but I mean, it would get you something anyways. But if you have a PayPal account, ours is set up and ready to go, and money's ready. So that's how we're gonna pay, and we'll cover all the transactional fees and all that bullshit. So it's not a big deal. You'll just get what you get with the exchange rates, and hopefully it's something to encourage people to come and have a good time, because we love skateboarding, we love session, and hopefully in the future I'm gonna get the wife trained up on how to play, and we can have some games of skate, and ideally if they tune up the multiplayer, that'll be a lot of fun, and hopefully we get some like live shit so that these contests are easier. But you know, it is what it is. We'll see how she goes. Time is tight. But May 2nd, today, contest is open. It is live. We are ready to go. The submission deadline is the end of the month, May 31st, 2022. And the judging will be, I believe it's Sunday, June 5th. I believe it's a Sunday. It's definitely June 5th, 2022. And then the following contest, June's contest, will be announced. And yeah, the spot, I've got a cool little spot that I really enjoyed skating, kind of already lined up, and hopefully this is successful so that people join me and the monthly aspect of it rolls through. So thank you for joining me, and I hope that we get to put something together so that people come shred, because I'm fucking stoked. But yeah, Spargo, dude. All right, so now that I'm done with Session the City, and I can just ramble a little bit before I use the washroom and do my thing to get prepped for some MTVU, I want to say A, thank you for making such a beautiful fucking map. B, thank you for tuning up those spots, because I was fucking around for just a short time on the Flower Gap kind of downslope by the big rail, and that's where I'm going to start. So I'm going to go for a little rip around the U if you're interested in lurking for a bit and just seeing kind of what I've come up with. And yeah, I will be right back. Alright. Yo, so Spargo, my man, I am super stoked to see. I've been watching your shit, the trick you put out for the session.pro pro challenge there. That was hype. I've been trying to get some blunts on that motherfucker and I can't make them look good, so nice one. That was awesome. That got me hyped. I need to get my pretzel rock in here. Bop. Get some tools. And start the old session. Get warmed up because I hardly got to play today. Go this way. Oh, slow for angles. Okay. So, I was fucking with this for a little bit. And I wanted to actually get something I was stoked on. So I'm just going to do a quick rip on my settings, options, gameplay, board settings. I may or may not change my truck tightness when I get to the mani pad. My flippies. These are part of the fixed settings. So are those grinds. Basically this whole menu. This one I can't do it with on. It seems to be a little random. And this is what I was using earlier, but that is subject to change. I had this turned way down so I could hit that sick water gap to ledge rail doodad I posted last night. Ooh, not too bad. Okay. I'm actually really stoked I got that second try. Because that's what I wanted to do earlier when I was testing it out. Thank you for checking them out. I really just like to show off how beautiful this fucking place is, man. It reminds me so much of home. And I'm just gonna take a second and record this one up. Bop. I'm gonna try and do a better one, but that one felt good. That one felt good to start. Show off all the beautiful detail that Spargo puts into this shit. I love it. All the trees, all the wonder, all the beauty. Oops. Camera. Set that shit up. distance shot of the mountains. Kind of forgot I was on stream there because I got zoned out. I get so hyper focused on checking out the environment, and I just want to tweak the play rate just a touch here. And back up to full. Rad. Now we're just gonna tweak the sun just a little. Oops. I forgot I turned that on just in case people were watching. That's better. And we're gonna give that a little record. I love the new graffiti, by the way, if you're still lurking. I've been keeping an eye on that shit, and it's looking sharp. Oops. Oof. Let's do this actually.
Yo.
Wonder if I just lock it regular. Oops. Let me try it with just a flip. Try just a straight flip, maybe it'll lock better. Oops. You know what? Okay. I'm just gonna give him just a touch more speed. We're doing it. Come on. Oh, we don't want no janky shit. Nah. Darn it. Maybe a little more pop height. Just so he clears that lip. Or maybe speed is the key. Let's give him some speed. Let's give him some stim packs. Come on. It's not that hard. I just need to angle a bit. I'm going right over the bushes. I still have yet to figure out a nice clean Casper. I've done a handful of nose Caspers, but not proper back foot Caspers. Not that I've spent a ton of time on it, unfortunately, but wow. Slow fangles today. Yep. Brutal. Word up, man. I'm struggling. Oh, I gotta trigger this one. Oh, there we go. Oh. Gotta trigger it sooner. Sooner. I'm gonna get you. I was sad. I'm just gonna give it just a splish of speed. Maybe it's not the speed. Maybe we're just gonna give you the pop height. No. It's very likely the speed. That was better. That's good enough for now. Wow. And then we rewind time. A little janky on the ankles, but I don't know if I feel like spending the time to make that one look super good. I'm just happy I got it because it was ridiculous. So we're not going to spend too much time editing this one. Back that up a bit. for the view. Magic number. Get some bushes. Try to keep some bushes. See how that goes. So he wants to. A weird glitch with the camera kind of bothers the crap out of me. The old wobbly pop there. Why do you gotta swing your face? Speed that up. We'll look at that beautiful mountain. I really want to. Cool. That's what we're doing. We're getting rid of that one. Smooth it out. Hopefully rate that shit up. And here. Whoops. We're gonna go 1. Bring that down to that guy. Bring that up. See how that feels. Decent. I'll take it. Good times were had. No feelings were hurt. Could clean it up, but that's something for another day if I felt ambitious. Not today. Okay. I'm gonna go over to the mani pad. I mean, there's a million spots I could skate, but oh, is that a ledge? Oh shit. Oh bro. Oh, was that always there and I didn't notice? Because if that's the case, then I apologize, but I feel like I didn't notice this before, and this makes me fucking like, I'm sorry, fuck the mani pads. I'm really inobservant if you haven't noticed. We need to turn down that pop height. Options. Once that's salad. A little tighter. Oh, look at that. That's so sad. That's so sad. You ruin a good thing, man. You ruin a good thing. Pushing too many buttons. That was a fun little jank, though. Little blunt slide. Whew. And this is why I love 0%, is because, like, you can tell it's locked. But that's kind of like real life, where, well, you're not always gonna fucking get her perfect, bud. Although, I mean, doing that in real life would be basically perfect. except that part where your trucks are just like, I'm broken. I can't control this no more. Alright. And that is, just if anybody's wondering, now let's see if we can clean that up a bit. Maybe throw a flip in. Or a flip out. Give me that good shit. Oh. Oh, the way the sun's breaking out there. Whew, I got distracted. Look at that. Look at this map, man. Like that's why I just skate here all the time. I never go skate anywhere else because while I'm skating I get distracted by that shit. You just need to add in some birds. You need to add in some fucking birds. Ooh, that was a little jank. A little closer. Not quite what you would want. Push the buttons that make this go. That isn't terrible. I could trigger it a little better. Yeah, I could definitely trigger that better. For sure. I'm really digging this new playlist. Getting too close to the ledge, I think. Yeah, that was definitely too close there. Come on. I might have to jack up the pop height a little bit. For that one. Turn it down if I want nose tricks though. Oh yeah. Let's see if I can just trigger this one in. Oh, way too close. Oh no. Nah. I should trigger it. That was better. Let's give him just a touch. Oops. That's closer. The sun poking out. Oh, come on. Jank fest. I think that's... Nah, that's way too high. We're gonna turn that down. Kinda got a half-ass blunt. I want to try some nose tricks. Yo, hello. I believe that says Vowel. How she goes. Thank you for joining in. I am currently, I believe this is a new addition to this 20 stair area. I'm just trying to get a feel for it. Oh man, this map, it's by Spargo Gaming. I got links on my other posts, but this is like my favorite place. Just one sec, I gotta have a look. A little janky, we can do better. Whoops. But it still felt good. But yeah, here, I'm just gonna go quickly here into the replay editor and just show off. Not montage view. This place. There's so much rad shit to skate here. Spargo is the man on the Schlotty team, like a champion. Oops. This is raise the camera. I'm seeing potential here on this roof that I haven't seen before. But yeah, so the latest addition that I'm actually gonna go tackle now. He just put out this one on 23. So I was gonna give it just a little rip. I don't have a ton of time today, but this looks so tasty. I had to show it off. But this rail, really quick. Oh, this is one of my favorite things ever. I think that's a really beautiful addition. This is all kind of subject to change too. He's been really working hard on making this, but these rails, they're so much fun to skate. Yeah, and there's no restrictions. Like, I don't know if he'll eventually put restrictions in, but this is kind of, ooh, big old empty space. We won't look too hard at that, but it's one of my favorite parts of it. And like, look at that backdrop. That looks a lot like home. But yeah, I'm gonna rip over to the mani pad now that I got a couple of fuck arounds on the big 20 ledge, because I love that spot, and I'm glad there's a ledge there now. Come on. Okay. Give this a little shred. I gotta check my mani pop height. I might need to come up a bit. It might be preemptive. We'll see. Nope, that was certainly not preemptive. I've been on a blunt slide kick, so ooh, gonna have to trigger a bit. And actually, we're not gonna fuck around. It's closer. That's better. Nope. Come on. Don't forget to trigger. Triggers are important. Oh, that was closer. I might need a bit more speed with the blunt, even though I got my butter right up. Let's do that. Oops, you hold the button. Trying to keep the camera on this side of him. He seems to like blunt slides better when it doesn't swap around. Like that. He's not a huge fan of keeping a straight blunt slide when it does that. That was a huge dip on the mani. I don't know if I need to trigger now that I've increased the pop height. Way too far back. Oops. I've been trying to teach myself not to like twitch my fingers when I'm in manual trying to use that trigger. I have a really bad habit of dropping the manual and I try to adjust with my same hand. That's closer. Still probably gonna need more speed. But I don't want a 3 push because then it gets too fast for little manuals. Well, it looks better if I lock it right. It should go. Still got a trigger. But gently. Oops. Like that. Bigger twitch. It's a really hard one to kill. Man, he did. What's my body rotation at? Was I fucking around? Feels better. Oh, he just kind of gave up on life there. He's like, nah, I'm not interested in following through. Shoulder drop, right there you go. He's like, nah, no, you fucked up somewhere. Oh, he slides out. Gotcha. Closer. Closer, closer. Was it a Manny dip? Shouldn't be. Nope. It's gotta be a little bit. That would be better. Welcome back, Mr. Spargo. I'm painfully trying to Manny to blunt this. Well, I'm having fun. It's probably not fun to watch though. Especially with this new playlist. I'm fucking stoked. Oh, now that you're back, did you put a ledge on the 20 stair? Is that part of the new additions? Am I crazy? Like, or has it been there the whole time and I just was completely fucking blind to it? Over by the 20 stair where I started out like pissing around, up near the entrance. Here. Ugh, get out of here. Go to this guy, go to this guy, go to free cam. Was this down ledge always there? Because if it was, I am not a very observant human being. Wow, man. That's ruthless. That's hilarious. Oh, come on, bud. We might have to butter this right up because I don't want to go full 3 push. Or maybe we do. Maybe we go 3 push. What does BSP mean? Sorry. That should do it if I can lock it. little janky. Ah, yes. I certainly am 100% aware of where some of those have no collisions. That waterfall gap that I had going last night, it certainly, anytime I would try to lock a good grind on the ledge, I actually put a couple of the clips out there. It just went full jank. I couldn't get anything decent, but I'm really looking forward to when that's all tuned up. I honestly, I scoped it out like the very first time that I saw the spot and like was interested in skating a ledge, and I tried it for a little bit, but it took a little patience to make it look good. I'm really stoked on that spot though. It's one of my favorite spots. Well, this whole map is my favorite spot, but I'm gonna spend more time there in the future for sure. Try to clean up some of that shit. I couldn't get him to come out off the rail unless the grind was really high. He would just like die out and not do it. So he ended up gapping out a lot farther than I really wanted. Oh, you bastard. Up top with the curved ledges on them. No. I just installed this morning and checked out the far side. Are you talking about these ones here? You have to be talking about those ones because those ones are beautiful. I love the shine. Cool. I'll give it a few minutes here. I had planned on skating for a little bit, but I don't have a ton of time. Turn down my manual. Pop height a little bit. Because I was just doing those like doodads. Yeah. I'm gonna be going for one of them here shortly. I want gameplay. Oops. A touch less speed. Bop, bop. Oh, don't do me so dirty. Haha. Oops. There we go. Oh, that was no good. Little nose manny. Well, flip. Oh, not quite where we want it. Try just a touch more speed. Oops. Oops. I don't know why it keeps freezing over on my Twitch. Hopefully it's not freezing for everybody else. I see no like frame rate drops or anything like that. There we go. I should ollie out of that. I was just too excited that I landed the trick. That's better. Little nose manny. Flip. Bop. Let's try. Not today. We're not getting that creative. I'm holding the button. Oops. That's what we're trying to achieve here. Oh no. You know you want to do it. Oh, that was looking better. Oh, you're so close. Maybe I just have to try to do that one. Too much speed for that one, I think. Oh, I had it. We know we can do it. You know you wanna. You know you wanna. Oh, damn it. Well, we know we can get him to want to do it. I might have to turn up the grinds pop height. Yeah, we'll try it. We'll see if it makes a difference. It's pretty high already, but let's try tuning that down just a touch. You know you want to do it. Don't be shy. I can almost see how to get out of this. But I don't know if it's gonna let me. Dirty. Joe Dirt. He come to visit. He gave me some static. So close. I can get him to lock in, but I can't get him to have a good time. Come on now. No speed. You know you want to do it, man. right in there. Still have yet to figure out how to come out of those nicely. Should spend some time on that. That is not the way to do it. Heel flip seems a little more. Yeah, okay. I wonder if it's a timing thing. Does he need to stabilize a little bit? Am I being too aggressive? Trying to catch it too early. See if I can just. There we go. Ish. I mean, it wasn't beautiful by any stretch of the imagination, but I got him to fucking. Okay. I have hope. Okay. I'm going to take a couple minutes here and run and use the washroom and all that good stuff. Thank you to everybody who's tuned in thus far. I will come back for another short bit, but I'm just gonna hold out for just a moment. Gotta use the washroom and whatnot, so bear with me. I shall return. Alright. I came up with what I think I want to do with that roof drop, and as much as I would like to fuck around with Caspers a little bit and learn those live on stream, I'm not going to. I'm going to go back here because I have a plan. Ooh. Make everybody sick. This is a trick that I was shown by the community that I love dearly. Come on, there you are. Okay, so there's a car right there. We want to do it going that way. So I want a ramp. We're just going to arbitrarily place that somewhere here and hope for the best. And we want a ramp, which we seem to be running out of. And we're going to place this guy up here. That up a little bit. Yeah, those are approximately equal. Let's see how this goes. Look at that janky ass dirty ground. Oh, I can skate on it though. I might need a bigger ramp. Or some more pop height. That and this. Ooh, even more. Let's change the ramp up. Oh, I don't have the concrete ones. Are you fucking kidding me? Damn it. Oh well, we'll just have to make do. Come on, be gentle. See if a bit more angle helps our cause. That was a little better. I just need to shuffle it forward just a touch. Oh. Not back that way. I mean, that was sick. But that's not which way we want to go. Darren Co, is this game out? No, it's still in early access, unfortunately. We get a new patch in June, I believe. Fudge. and I believe the full release is in September. I'm playing this one on PC through Steam Early Access. Oops. There's a Xbox version, and it is coming for PlayStation once it hits full release. I don't know if you saw me set it up, but I got the ramp there. I just haven't got a nice stall yet to see if it's in a good spot. Ah. Well, it's close if I could do things properly. Oh. Oh no. Oops. Okay, so I'm gonna try this. That looked a little better. No, I want to go over. Don't come back. That's my grind pops. It's pretty high. Don't play me dirty. Oops. Oh no! Whoa. Oops. We want that turned down. We're gonna try that and see if he just logs a little better. Oh, got her jammed right in there. Well, I'm guessing I should probably move the ramp back a little bit closer to the wall. Maybe not. Oh, computer's glitching for some reason. Oh. Have you come back to me? Go the other way. I'll do my best to actually land it. I'm on a bit of a limited time frame, but here I am struggling. Thanks for dropping by, man. I super appreciate it, and I really love your map, and thank you for doing all this wonder and joy for Us plebs. Have a good sesh. Take care. Oh man. Hell yeah. Keep up the good work. Oh no. You're a bag of dirt. You are a bag of dirt. No, pop height is not the problem. I wish I had the other ramp. That wasn't very clean, but at least I can get an idea of the ramp placement and if I go through the wall or not. Yeah, I think the ramp is good. So then, now we get to this painful part of the process. Nope. Need that speed. I don't know if he likes frontside or backside better. Definitely need to tweak something. Because he just doesn't want to stall up on the rail. But that's way too high. What if I do that? Oh, that looked a little better. Nope. We're gonna have to keep that. pop out. I want you to go over the rail. Oh no. If I didn't land crooked. Come on, work with me here. Come on. Oh, that was dang. I need to do that better. That's what we want. I don't think I need the pop height up that high. On the old grind lines. Oh, still went Superman. Ooh. I know you want to do it. No. I moved the ramp. info is not clean, but at least I got onto the ramp. Let's check it. Wrong button. There we go. Dang. But the ramp placement looks good. There it is. No drop inputs though, so I deserved that, but that's okay. I'll start with this. Because I'm decently happy with that one. Isn't about appeasing the crowd.
Rather, it's about tending to the broken parts inside of ourselves. We create things as a reflection of this struggle, to study our perception of self. Ben wave isn't necessarily a thing you achieve. Rather, it is a state of mind which you constantly strive toward. This all comes from an understanding that ideas aren't static, but fluid, like water. Be like water.
I wish my body was fluid like water. See how that goes. Not well. try slowing it down just a touch and see if that fixes all that janky shit. Well, not just a touch. Cool. Could probably do to speed that up a little bit, but cool beans. I do wish the sun was poking out again. Oh, there it comes. Come on. Just waiting for a sec. Decent. And then, whoops. I need to montage view. Get rid of all of those. And then I just want to ground level shot. And then I need to just kill those. Okay. Give that a quick record. I think I might want to bit better. Cool. I dig. Alright, I need to pause this for a sec. And I might try and get one of the amps. That is exactly what I wanted. I deserved that, but I don't even care. I just spent all this time on that other trick. And there it is. Now I can end my stream happily. Now I have fulfilled an important task in my life. I love how that was very shortly after doing the other one. Thank you, life. Oh, little janky on the landing. No drop inputs. I deserve what I got. right there. And this one I would like to be a little closer, because why not? So in this one, I'm just gonna go like that. Capture some of that beautiful artwork. Okay. Tune that down just a shade. Oops. Bring that back to life. Too slow. Maybe even still too slow? I don't know. I actually dig that. I just need to fix this area here. Red. That makes me very happy. One more time, just for funsies. Actually, I should double record because, you know, sometimes things fuck up. Love it. Cool beans. All right. Well, that was tons and tons of fun. I definitely am going to spend some time smashing on these mani pads. New addition. And exploring a bit more out in the skate shack. All that good stuff. I should probably do this. Actually, let's just quit the game. And quiet that down. Yeah, I just want to thank everybody for tuning in, and one last reminder that the contest is now live, May 2nd, 2022. Deadline for entry is May 31st, 2022, and we'll be sending the next competition live and judging people who enter on the 5th of June. So thanks to everybody for tuning in and hanging out, Spargo in particular. I wanted to show off his hard work, and I'm glad he stopped by because I think what he does is rad. And yeah, definitely give him a check out. I'll be posting some links down below of all the good people to get a hold of in the community, in the old community hub there. So yeah, thanks again for tuning in, joining me for my very special episode where I hit 35, and that means I made it as a skateboarder who skates fairly regularly, save for injury and life like winter or any other badness that may occur. And I made that goal when I was young. I was a punter. I had goals and dreams to be a pro, but I didn't make the pro, but I still made it to 35. And now the next goal is 50, which would be over 35 years of skateboarding, and that would be fucking cool. So, anyways, take care, and yeah, hope y'all enjoy your day.